Disclaimer. I am a podcaster, motivational speaker, and full-time counselor. And here on this platform, it is my job to talk about current affairs and trending topics that have been discussed, posted, and even floating around on social media. I do not claim to be the voice for all, nor do I claim to know it all. Therefore, remember this if you remember nothing at all. It is okay that we agree to disagree, as long as it is respectful. Every Friday at 7 p.m., I will be talking about whatever I like, and you will have the opportunity to share your voice. Now, if you can handle it, have a seat, and if you can't, feel free to exit stage left. With that being said, let the discussion begin. What's up, guys? What is up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yep, I'm multitasking. I'm looking all over the place. Got to make sure my people here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, Miss Tina, what you doing over there in Facebook land? You need to be over there in YouTube. Thank you for dropping me some diamonds. Hey, what's going on? It's your girl D from the Voice Gathering Live podcast show, and I am in the building. And guess who I got with me today? Honey, she said she came to make sure you guys are going to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you Wonder Woman. Okay, so we are in the building today. It's a beautiful day if you make it a beautiful day. So I plan to have a good conversation with you guys. We want to try out some things here. Matter of fact, I need to make sure I'm doing this thing right. So hold on. I want to try some new stuff, but we gotta see. All right. All right. So I want to give people time to get into the building. I'm on both. You on both? Me? I don't see your name. Tina, and thank you for being on both. She knows how to support a sister. I don't see your name in the chats over here, so maybe I need to refresh. I don't know. I see me. I see the show running, but I just don't see you. I guess maybe you'll make a. Did you make a comment over there in YouTube? Because I don't see it. And I'm looking a little bit of Oh my goodness! When I tell you that I can't wait to get the new system up and running. Oh, it's just so annoying. So, all right, guys. I'm on. She says she's on both. So we just got to see. I can't see anything if you guys are in YouTube. I do have YouTube up and running. Oh, there she go. Hey, girl. Okay, I see you now. So YouTube is running fine. All right, guys, we are in the building. They say where there's one or two gather, he's in the midst also. So those who are believers in faith and you know who Christ, let's call him as he is, our Lord. Then we know that we need to keep rocking on because everything is working for our good. So I am just going to just press on with the show, and when people pop in, they just pop in. Let's just have a conversation. Okay, all right. Donna's here. Yes, Donna. Oh, I love me some Donna. I haven't seen her in umpteen years, but I'm always happy to see people pop into the show and show their support. So As always, until we get fully staffed, I'll be looking to my left and my right. Wonder Woman, she gonna sit back here and make sure y'all doing what y'all need to do, and I need to be making sure that my comments and my people giving me feedback, it's all good and dandy. So I want to also let you guys know, 30 minutes into the show, we're going to open up the lines. This is something that we have not tried. This is a new part of the show that I want to launch so that you can call in, say what you have to say, and when you say it, you don't have to stay on the line that long because I'm opening up the lines only for 30 minutes for people to just come in, say whatever they want to say. Just remember the rules to this platform, that we can agree to disagree as long as you giving it respectful. Say what you need to say. There is no you can't say it here. This is an open platform. So I want to make sure that I get you guys the number so that you can call in. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm trying some a whole bunch of new stuff, people. Okay, I am trying some new stuff, and this is going to be funny. Um, let's see. Okay, it did work. Yep. So you see the number right here, right here. It's so in my way. I feel like it needs to move over. Um, and I don't feel like I should move it now. But anyway, okay. So just know that this number right here, you got something to say? You can call 515-602-9720 and get in queue at 6:30. You might want to call in. I need to call and make sure that I can open up the lines, but bear with me as we try this. This is trial and error. And once we perfect it, then we'll move on. And then we got, okay, I'm going to call into the show because I got something to say. Or I want to respond to a comment that's in the comment. Instead of you typing it, you can call in and say, I want to respond, let's say, to Artina Andrews. I disagree with this. I like this. I like this. I love this. I love that. Whatever it is, get off the line and let people give you some feedback that way. Okay. Yes. So that's the new thing that we're going to be trying. So let me see if I can go back. It's when I tell you switching back and forth, honey, is a doozy. I did it. Tell me I don't know what I'm doing. How you doing? All right. So how's everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Let me see how you're doing. Is everybody good? We're still in this pandemic situation. Every time we turn on the news, yes, honey, we are hearing everything that's not good for our souls. People losing loved ones. People are annoyed by how they can't do their job. Their job's expecting this from them. They're expecting that from them. And, we like, okay, well, wait a minute now. Wait. How can I do this and how can I do that when I don't have what I need to do it? So we just want to give some time to just talk about how you guys are doing during this time of guess who? Coronavirus. Straight coronavirus. How you guys doing? How you two doing over there, ladies? How are you doing? Are you staying safe? How's your family? What's going on? Because I will tell you that for myself, honey, I have never stayed in the house so much that I could recall as an adult. Like, so my job, we have been out of our local office working for the past 9 days, including, I'm thinking it's the weekends, including the weekends. It does not seem like it's been 9 days, to tell you the truth. It truly does not seem like it's been 9 days. But they say they've been counting. Our leadership team has been counting. We've been out of our local office for 9 days. And I'm like, really? It's been 9 days? I've been sitting here at home. Of course, Dawn is in the building. Oh, her family's safe. Off. Awesome. I'm like, okay, I've been home for 9 days. And when I tell you I have done everything, if you know me or you've been privileged, I call it, yes, privileged to come to my home and my space, honey, what more could I possibly do? But I clean on top of clean because also having people in your space, honey, sharing your space with someone, if they not like you like, I still always have something to do. And I'm not talking about with kids. I'm talking about full adults, men and women. I mean, just staying in the house. I'm like, oh, I can't. I just, I would be okay if we're quarantined, honey. That we couldn't go into the office. We need to respect the social distance, 6 feet social distance. I get it. I can do all that all day, every day. But not being able to go to the mall, not being able to go to window shopping, not being able to get out this house. I mean, literally, I have only been to my front to the mailbox and to my back to take my little boy outside so that he can get him some exercise and go potty. That's it. I'm like, wait a minute. I need you to lift this restrictions that people can't go outside. I need some of these department stores to open up their doors. I need the furniture stores to open up their doors so I can go ahead and furnish my living room. Not my living room, my dining room. Welcome to the show, Lakeisha. I need to get up out of this house. I need to be able to go to some places with still respecting social distance. Okay? Now, let the record be shown, honey. I am watching on the news, and because people aren't respecting social distance, what they've decided to do is say, okay, well, if you won't respect social distance, what we're going to do is respect your pocketbook. And now, states are putting penalties out for people who are in large gatherings in the park, honey. Child, at one of my girlfriends. Hey, Soul, welcome to the show. Oh my God, one of my girls, Soul, is in the building. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you are over there in Facebook, I'm so glad to see Soul. Someone I am really, really cool with. Haven't spoken to in a long time. I'm glad to see you, Soul. So we are running here on YouTube. So if you want to come over here on YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called Voice Gathering Live. You will be with the bulk of the numbers. And Facebook is always a backup if you can't get into YouTube. But YouTube is where the numbers are, where I get paid from. So I would love for you to come over there and be a part of the community. But I'm so appreciative that you're here. This social distance, honey, people getting locked up, getting fines, getting ticketed because they don't know how to respect social distance. But I have a question for my viewers. Now, do you think that if they lift the restriction with social distance still in place, all right, shall subscribe. All right, we got another subscriber. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. And I need your son, Soul, real quick to be on my calendar for 2021. I'm looking for gorgeous people to be on the show, and that is one handsome young man. I've known of Jeremy for a very long time. He's grown up to be such a lovely, lovely, good-looking man. And not only that, very smart. That mom thing you doing is awesome. I applaud you. So, getting back to social distance, do you think if they lift the restrictions for everyone to be able to go into certain areas, not just to the supermarket, do you think you would be able to respect social distance? And when someone is not respecting social distance, how would you handle that? How could you handle that? Kendra is over there in Facebook. Come on over, people, to YouTube. That's where we are. But thank you for being in the building. How could you respect social distance if you had to go out? Now, I know you're going into the supermarkets. You got to get toiletries for the family. You got to get food for the family because what you bought a week or two ago is probably already gone now. So how are you handling that? Because like I said on one of the previous shows, I got cursed out, honey. I was very much respecting social distance. I was not up on her. She was the only one person in the aisle. And where I was looking at on the shelf was distance from her. But she gave me the 1-2 hand and let me have it severely. She cussed me a whole new blue river. And I'm like, oh. And, you know, as people know, I am a clinician, a counselor by day. Sometimes actually my family would tell you I don't take off my clinician hat. I often keep it on, even when I'm trying to take it off. And that's by the grace of God. He gives me the ability to be able to hear people, talk to people, give some feedback, and just support them through whatever process they're in. But that day, honey, I was about to light her a whole new fire. She was not going to need 6 feet of social distance. She was going to get 6 feet put under. Hey, Kendra, welcome to YouTube. Glad to see you in the building. She was going to get all of me letting her have it. She cussed me out, honey. She talked about, oh, you think you so pretty. I mean, she let me have it. And I'm like, lady, I just, in my head, I just walked into the aisle and I just got to the beginning of the aisle. You way down there. What are you talking about? But when she opened up her mouth, I saw that her mental health was being challenged. So instead of me challenging her physically, yes, don't get all this prettiness twisted. Instead of me challenging her physically, I was better just to leave. But I gave her a couple of words. Because at that time, I was good. I didn't have my counselor hat on. Now, I should have had my Christian hat on. But yeah, I had to pray about that because I had to let that lady have it. Like, lady, you don't know who you're talking to. I can imagine if I had my little boy with me or meaning godchildren or anybody like that. And honey, she cussing like that. Oh, she would have got it severely. Although she did. But how are you guys handling social distance? How are you faring during this time? This is difficult time. Okay, the comments is coming in for me to see. Just remember, guys, I'm some seconds ahead of you live streaming, so I'm definitely paying attention. So what we got here? They just shut VA down, but before most people have been keeping their. Oh, nice, Kendra. Good for you in Virginia. I wouldn't say that's the same here in Jersey, but I think people at all over this globe at some point, honey, is breaking the social distance. And child, I saw a video. I want to say it was in India or something like that, where the police was out with full mask on, patrolling the streets on their mopeds and bikes. But there was two to a moped, so there was two cops on there. One was driving, and one had a stick about that long. Horny, anytime he saw somebody, he was wearing their behind thin. And them guys were trying to start their scooter real quick and get it going. But there's, you know how you have to crank the moped or the motorcycle so you can get the engine going? They couldn't start that engine fast enough while he was whopping their tail with that stick. And somebody did some commentary over it with some voice overall. And the person was like, didn't I tell, oh honey, when I tell you that thing was funny, and the person who posted, I was like, I need you to take the restrictions off so I can share this with my viewers because it was funny. I mean, it just was funny. Sorry. What Dawn say? I hate that other people are not respecting space, and now is not the time to be moving slow in the middle of the slow in the middle of the, slow in the middle of the aisles. I'm happy that supermarkets created one way. Yes, so I noticed that the supermarkets are putting a barrier between the cashier and the customer. Some players, saran, plastic, whatever. And they're wearing masks so that they're not exposed to the customer, and the customer is not exposed to them. And I get it. I'm not insulted at all, at all. I told my loved one, look, listen, honey, I need you to put this mask on, put your gloves on. And he was looking at me like, do what? I'm like, oh, okay, you might not care about going out there and getting sick, but I don't need you bringing nothing to me. I care. So if you don't, you can tell that I care because this face tells mostly everything. Sometimes it's wrong, and a lot of time it's right. So yes, especially yes, Kendra, it may be more challenging for us to keep social distance to the max because of the congestion in certain communities, states, and stuff like that. If you're living more in more rural areas, more spacey areas, yeah, it's easy for you not to bump into your neighbor. But honey, if we all go into the same supermarket, then what? Then absolutely what? Yes, honey, he was wearing his behind thin. I mean, wearing his behind thin. He was on that moped. He was trying to get that moped going. He took that foot like, and that police officer had that bat stick, honey, and he was whopping them heads and them tails. And then, so funny, on one side of the road there was this barrier between the road, and on the other side, oh, I got a new subscriber. I think that's our girl Soul. Oh, guys, when Soul come into the building, please welcome her. One of my old colleagues. Good girl. she's not a girl, young lady, but you know, we're all young ladies and men. Anywho, there was a barrier in the road, and on one side of the road, the police officer and the driver of that was going one direction, and the people were breaking social distance, were on the other side. So the commentator on the video was like speaking like the police officer, saying, "Oh, you think I can't get you, honey? That police officer threw that damn stick over that divider and threw it at them, hitting them all in the head. Get your behind in the house. Then don't you know that social distance is important to all of us?" Hey, so welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here. You are subscriber number 93. I'm hoping all of our subscribers stay committed to the show. Don't unsubscribe. If it's something that you are needing from the show, don't be afraid to post it in the comments or DM me directly. Okay? So, um, what are you guys? I was asking you guys, what are you thinking about the social distance, the coronavirus? How are you entertaining yourself during this time? How are you guys? I don't want to say killing time, because what is it so bad about being home, especially if you can work from home and still make your money? What's bad about that? Because I don't see anything wrong with it. I think that if my job gives me what I need to do my job, then guess what? I'm able to do my job, be home in the comfort of my house, and keep it cute. Keep it cute. I need you guys also, so hold on one second. Hopefully, for those who are just coming into the room, I stated as I opened up the show that we will be doing a live call in. So, you guys have to bear with me. This is the first time we're launching the live call in to the show. Yes, ma'am. Oh, do we even have her here? Hold on, guys. Oh, yes. So, we will be doing a live call into the show. 30 minutes to the end of the show, you'll be able to call into the show and just say what you need to say. We have to work out all the kinks. We have to make sure that we know how to use this platform on this platform. So I want you to keep that in mind. It may not work the way we want it, but if we keep working at it, it gets better and better and better. So it's now 6:57. Hopefully I get a notification to tell me when to go in. But I would say, guys, about 7:10. Let me know. Somebody let me know at 7:10, so that I can start calling in and setting open the line so that you guys can call in 30 minutes too. Get in queue if you want to call in. If you don't want to call in, matter of fact, if you're going to call into the show, drop a phone icon in the comments. Like, you know how you drop me some diamonds, showing me so much love? Drop a little phone emoji in the comments that you would like to be a caller. And I'm going to share with you guys the number to call in so that you can get in queue and say what you have to say. It's all trial by error. And we'll keep doing it till we get it right. All right. So I want to stay on top of what we're doing. Let me see what So say. Working from home, spending time with my son, yes, who is now home from college and staying safe. Thank God he is home from college. I'm glad to hear that. And all the families that's in the comments. I'm so glad that you guys are home and safe with your loved ones and family. Okay, for those who do not have the icon to call into the show, the little phone emojis, what can we do? Oh, if you want to call into the show and you don't have an emoji to call in, just put the number 515. That is the area code to the phone number that you'll be able to call into the show. So just put 515 in the comment, and that'll let me know that you want to be a caller and say something online. Let's see what Tina says here. Okay, so Tina, yeah, oh, for many of the families, like Tina, she is home with her son, and you guys have to do the homeschooling, honey. If they don't give these teachers raises, now we know as parents stand home with our children and we have to now take care of the husband, the wife, clean the house, go get the groceries, make sure the car is gassed up, make sure the bills are still being paid, make sure you're getting the mail out the mailbox, walking the dog, cleaning out the cat litter box, doing all these different things. Now you got to be stay at home teachers. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some teachers who should not be teaching. They don't have the patience or the education. They just have the certification to be a teacher. But those teachers who are out there teaching the students how to be um, productive in their academics, how to be go getters in their careers, I tip my hat to those people and say, you know what? Thank you for your service if you're doing your job. Okay? So I'm going to share with you guys again. Here is how you can, this is how you can write this number down right here. This is the number that you'll call 515-602-9720. This is the number that you will be able to call into the show and share your comments and feedback or just whatever you want to say on live. This is the number. So write this number down and get in queue to call in. 515-602-9720. That's the Voice Gathering Live podcast show contact number, trial and error. Let's hope it works. Okay. Let's hope it works. Um, oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. I just need to do something right quick. Hold on. I'm with you guys. I have not left. Hold on. I'm in the building. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm here. Yes, ma'am. I am here. I needed to make sure everything was good and straight. I'm telling you, once the staff come to work, see, I'm talking that to an existence. Once I get some staff, some help, oh, it's just gonna be so nice to just sit here in front of the camera and talk to you guys. Ooh, Zumba. All right, guys. So I want to talk to you guys. How many of you have how many of you guys? Hold on. How many of you guys have a smart home or smart device in your home? Any of you guys have smart devices in your home? Because I can tell you that my house has been, um, I want to use the right word because there's some things I still um, have considered to do. I'm considering doing as I convert my house over to a smart house. You know, I tell the house to do this, I tell the house to do that, and so forth and so on. And you can start the washing machine from an app. You can't say her name loud because she come on, turn the light on there, turn the light off there, go dim this, go dim that. But what are your thoughts about smart devices in your home? Do you have any thoughts or feelings about them? Because I can tell you, I do. What do you think? We're living at a time right now where smart devices seem like the thing to have in a home, but as many of us have started noticing in our community, they were starting to put up cameras everywhere. I'm not talking on private properties or in the front of a complex development. I'm talking about every street corner that you saw there, right over the signal light, there was a camera there. And I'm talking about left, right, forwards, and backwards. Big Brother is following every move. Now that they have created these smart devices, what is it? Google Home and Alexa and Siri, you can have in your home all these different things. What are your thoughts about that? Okay, Rob says he hates them. Rob, why do you hate them? And Soul says that she's not a big fan of connecting to a lot of devices. I won't even think. She won't even link her iPhone to her iPad. Okay, Lakeisha, they can be very convenient, but can make you lazy. Yes, I Rob said Alexa doesn't listen. She is hard headed as hell. You say Alexa, honey, and she act like she don't even know her name. Yeah, because her name is not Alex. Yeah, so people, I wonder how much Big Brother, when we're using these smart devices in our homes, is listening to everything we are saying. Yes, there is a cue word that you would say, like Alexa is the cue word to wake her up so that she will give you the thing that you're demanding her to do. But what else is she listening to? Because, honey, I mean, if you got her in your house, all over the house, including bedrooms, and she's listening, then she's listening to everything. And I wonder if we should be taking a different look at that. Should they be actually? I, I, Artina, I agree. I like her. She get on my nerve because she don't listen. But I like the ability to be able to turn my lights on and off when I'm not home. I like to be able to preset it up so that if I'm going to be long for a long period of time, the lights will come on at a certain time. And if a crook think he going in here to get something, well, you may get fooled because somebody might be in the house. So I get it. Big Brother's always listening, huh? Yes, Big Brother, he's probably listening to this conversation. So I'll say this: there are some pros and cons to the smart home devices, but it's a good way to kind of figure out how to make these devices work for us to keep us more safe. Not so much lazy. I can. Lazy for me is when I tell Alexa to tell the lawnmower to turn on and cut the grass. That I don't need to call the landscaping company to come and do it, and I don't need to go out there pushing it because if you know me, I cut grass, pull weeds, trim hedges, I do it all. So it would be nice to be able to say Alexa, because Google don't live here. Alexa, cut the grass, trim the hedges, power wash the house. I would love that. Absolutely love it. So did you we kind of got off. I'll come back to that later. And we talked about this. Oh, yes. We're actually moving along good. I'm still waiting for you guys to drop your comments unless you are dropping the number 515 in the comments to let me know that you're going to be a person calling into the show. I need those people to actually let me get the thing to drop your questions and comments in the comment section. Nobody have any questions? All right, well, hold on. What I'm doing right now is let me see if I know how to do this right. I want to get ready to do the call in. Any question, guys? Are we okay over there in those comments? What's going on? Talk to me. This is an open forum conversation. I'm not interviewing you guys. Y'all not applying for no job. What's going on here? This is an open forum conversation. I am just gathering the. Let's see if we can get this, guys. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm telling we're in our trial and error period right now. We want to get ready to call in to the show. Um, we're going to call into the show and see how we're able to activate our.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
I'm just setting up the calling, guys. Y'all should be asking me some questions so when I come back, I'm ready.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
There are no shows scheduled within the next 24 hours. Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Okay, now I don't know what happened, but I told you trial and error. Trial and error. It says to me that there is no show scheduled in the next 24 hours. Are they crazy? Uh, hold on, guys. Oh, we got 8 people watching me. I had to refresh the page because we had some delay. So, guys, let me see what's going on here. We have a show scheduled, and I don't see our show. Hmm. All right, guys. Let me look over here, see what's going on. And no questions, guys? You have no questions for me. Everybody, are we just looking at each other? Am I missing? I think the comments is up to date. What's going on? I am trying to set up this for you guys to call in. Um, hey, guys. What's up? I told you, give me a second because what I'm trying to do is actually set up so you guys can call in. Okay, there go Dawn. Okay, so that's one thing we had on the agenda. So I posted on Instagram and Facebook about a nurse who had went, I guess, into the locker room and talked about her feelings of um, being asked by a staff member, a supervisor, to go to a certain floor where there were people who were exposed to the coronavirus, and that due to her preconditioned health issues, and then also not having somewhere to send her children in case she gets impacted, she decided that she was going to quit her job. Good question. What do you guys think about that? Good question. So, where's everyone calling in from? You don't have to be specific. Maybe you want to say counties or stuff like that, where you can talk about who is the numbers reported in your area of positive coronavirus. And since we're still talking about coronavirus, let's bring that right back over here. What are your thoughts? One death in Hoboken area with 112 confirmed cases of coronavirus. I know that in Newark, the number, I'm not in Newark, but the numbers in Newark I hear are astounding. What about everyone else? Anyone that you know personally has been impacted by the coronavirus, since you guys are bringing that up? I don't want to rush you guys. That gives me time to look and see where the show is that we scheduled. Why things can't be a little bit easier, honey? I tell you. All right, guys. So I set up today to have you guys call into the show, gave you guys the number. Everything was set, confirmed, and everything. And wait a minute. What's today? Wait, hold on now. Um, I'm smiling, guys, because I think I got what the issue is. Yee. Okay. Upcoming May 31st, 6:30 p.m. All right, so I did it right. I don't know what happened with the doggone calling in, guys. Everything was done correctly on my part, and I don't know what happened. Questions, questions, questions. And people have been caught having coronavirus crazy. And people have been caught having coronavirus. Oh, crazy. Yeah. Listen, if they had enough tests to test, if it was a mandate that people get tested for the virus, listen, the numbers will be astounding because remember, again, they says that you may not experience any kind of symptoms of the virus. Therefore, any of us could be walking around with it until we have a test. You don't know. You absolutely do not know. Guys, okay, so let me not work so hard on trying to get you guys to call in. Um, we'll keep trying to get that perfected. So that was taking up time for me having a conversation with you guys. So sorry about that. Not sure what's going on. Yep, that was my conversation about the nurse on Instagram that I posted, and she decided that she was going to quit her job because her supervisor mandated that she go to a floor where many people who were impacted by the coronavirus was being taken care of. And because she does not have the health care support at home, and she's the only sole provider, the way I read her message, that she has no place to send her children. She was not willing to put her life or her children's life at risk. Therefore, she quit her job. And you know what? I can't fault that woman for doing what she needs to do to keep her and her children safe. But now, what will happen after this coronavirus has gotten under control and she needs to make money and go back to work? Do you think they will accept her back to her job? It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Guys, question. Got another question for you. Did you hear about, how many of you know about the movie Joanna Man, played by Miguel Nunez? Have you ever seen that movie? Very funny movie. Check this. Did you hear that he was in California where he resides, happened to be going to the supermarket to go grocery shopping. And while he's there doing his grocery shopping, he puts groceries in his cart, gets in line. The social distance become a question for him, and he decides to walk out of the store with his groceries not paid for. He leaves. I was unclear if someone confronted him in the parking lot or outside the store, but he ended up leaving. When he left, he comes back, and he said he came back to pay for the groceries that he had taken without paying for a couple of days later. He was confronted by the manager, and the manager says to him, "You're not special." I agree. So because they're not arresting people for misdemeanors, theft, and things like that, they're giving them citations so that I guess when people can return back to court in the work environment, he will be required to appear before a judge. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I mean, the mitigated nerves, honey, that hey, Fee, welcome to the show. So glad you're here if you're still here. But, Fee, if you are here, come on over to the Voice Gathering Live podcast show on YouTube. Just type in Voice Gathering Live, subscribe to the channel. That is where we're getting our numbers growing and we can get a check. Anyway, please come over and join us. And Fee, yes, I need you to lift the restrictions on your video that you posted. I was telling the viewers here about those people on those mopeds and honey getting beat by the police. The commentary was funny as all get up. Scott is in the building. Way, hey Scott. Okay, now let me remind people y'all here. Don't let it bother you, but there's a little button I need y'all to be clicking. What is Scott saying? We got 2 men in the building. 2 men in the building. I, Rob, and Scott. South Florida. The people here are treating it like it's a business as usual. Traffic is busy. Everyone is out shopping. Wow. I'm still working, but this is my last week of work. Then I'm laid off. I don't want to get in your business, Scott. Are you laid off because of the coronavirus? Or are you laid off due to your work requirements, like you work seasonal or something like that, especially being in Florida? Like, what's going on? Well, seasons are getting ready to change, so I'm curious. Scott, make sure you stay safe out there, you know? If people out there in the streets and moving around like ain't nothing going on, then those people who don't even know they may be positive is spreading it, especially when they're not respecting social distance and taking this coronavirus serious. And then somehow one of their behinds come up out of Florida and come up here north and then start touching things and breathing on people. No. Guys, while we're in the chats, don't forget to click that like button and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the conversation. Sorry about the call in. We got to work on that again. But let's make it happen. Who's over there in Facebook? Is that you, Fee? Post a comment so I know who's watching us. We got 2 people watching over there. Who is that over there in Facebook world? And again, guys, we were just talking about Miguel Nunez getting a citation for shoplifting groceries and not paying for $200 worth of groceries when he could have paid for those groceries. I don't know what his work thing is, but yeah, you are a star. Although I haven't seen him in anything lately, I'm gonna need you to spend your money for what you paid for. Okay. I'm covering all my little topics. Okay, question, guys. I have a question. So we can always, if you got something to say about social distance or whatever, feel free to say that. I have a question for you guys. So many women today are wearing body shapers. You know, they're wearing Spanx and spandex and all these kind of things to keep things lift up, sucked in, and curved out. What are your thoughts about body shapers? Like, are you a fan of them or not? Like, what are your thoughts about body shapers? I'm curious. What are your thoughts about body shapers? And something tells me I'm going to have to pre-schedule the show. It says before 24 hours. So there will be an opportunity, guys. We're going to try it again for you guys to call in on Friday's show when we get ready to have a conversation with plus size model, former model, Kim Baker, and creator of Glamazon Beauty Cosmetics. She'll be on the show having a conversation with us about skincare and how to wear a fresh face while looking like you're not wearing anything at all. Okay, so Scott says wear what you feel comfortable in. Okay, so if you are, that's funny you said that, Scott, and you were the first one to say that. So let me see. Don't wear clothes that make someone else. I agree. You should wear what makes you feel comfortable. But since you were the first one to answer, Scott, do you know that there are men wearing body shapers? I actually was at a store. The first time I actually physically saw them was in Georgia when I was on vacation, and I was in the mall, and I happened to walk past a store and looked in the window to my left or right or whatever, and there was a whole man's body shaper. I mean, they had the T-shirt, they had the crotchless one. I mean, they had body shapers for men. Now, Scott, what is your thought about body shapers for men? And would you wear one? That might be a little bit personal, but this is an open forum, so let's have the conversation. And ladies, how would you feel if your man took his clothes off and he was wearing a body shaper? I am curious. Mm. So, Lakeisha, if I'm correct, you are married, and would you be okay with your husband? I don't know if this is personal, but remember, this is an open forum. You don't have to answer. No one has to answer these questions. Would you be okay, Lakeisha, or any of the women in the chats, with your husband or man wearing a body shaper? Every day he put on his Spanx. And Scott said he would wear one if it benefits him. Okay. I know Scott personally, and Scott doesn't need them, you know. So he doesn't need a body shaper. Scott is like a thin guy, you know. So, but maybe thin guys do wear. Well, I don't mean thin, but Scott doesn't have. When I saw Scott years ago, he didn't have a lot of weight on it. Let me say that because over time things may have changed. But Scott did not appear right, from what I remember, to need a body shaper. But we're talking about men wearing body shapers. I think for sure I believe you should wear what makes you feel good and allows you to feel comfortable in your clothes. But we don't hear a lot of men talking about wearing body shapers. Scott said he's still the same. Okay, so Scott's still the same. So for sure, Scott does not need a body shaper. I know that he's just not he's not a overweight guy. But the one guy that I saw wasn't an overweight guy. Actually, it was the actor from American Pie. I don't know his name. Justin something maybe. He was on the Wendy Williams show, and Wendy kind of asked him a question. She was being shady, calling him out, saying, "It's my understanding that you wear body shaper." But I think he already knew that she was going to ask that question. And he was like, "Absolutely, yes. And don't worry, I'm going to show you." So he pulled up his shirt, and it was a tank top, and it sucked him in really, really good. And yeah, he said his wife doesn't mind it, and he feels very comfortable with it. So, hey, very interesting. I don't know. It would be interesting for my husband to, even if I'm dating, to take his shirt off, and then he take his shirt off, because women, when you take off them Spanx, especially if you have some extra places that you're not happy with, so that's the reason why you wear the Spanx, to give you that more smooth look in your clothes. I'm not saying to give you an hourglass shape, but give you a more smooth look in your clothes, that you don't have like the rolls in the back that some of us have when we put on a bra or whatever it may be, whatever, that you go to take off your clothes, and then when you take off your clothes, you pull off that daggone Spanx, honey, and the things that was nicely tucked in is start popping out. So it's interesting that men would be have like enough guts to wear that. I find it very interesting. I'm actually looking at some feedback of myself asking you guys that question. Very funny. Making sure that I'm caught up with all the comments. So, guys, I want to encourage you to DM me questions or topics that you don't put in the chat, so that I can bring them to the show and we can have a conversation about those things that you're asking. I would like to do that because it makes the dialogue and the conversation go much easier, much smoother, and we all can be engaging in those conversations. Oh, Kendra says she needed at times. And then again, I have to remind myself, I feel like I'm having you guys wait for me to keep talking to you. But as I'm live streaming, some of the, well, actually, you guys get it a little bit delayed than I put it out. So that's okay. Long as you guys understand that I am paying attention. And you guys can tell I'm probably still looking at the other monitor over here to my left. You're right, because we have not gotten the other equipment yet. But I didn't check my Cash App. If you want to donate to this show, be $1 to any dollars, you can Cash App your donations to money sign capital LOVELY 0615. That is the Cash App to make your donation to the Voice Gathering Live podcast show. Remember, we can sow seeds in anything, and trust and believe you sowing a seed into this platform will only enhance this platform and do great things. We were able to do something really nice for Dawn, to say thank you to Dawn for being our number one supporter. How do I know she was the number one supporter? Well, I didn't choose that, although I know that she's been one of the great numbers to support the show. It was Facebook notifying me during their, as they check the data and the numbers, they do that on the back end, that the number one person that had been dedicated to the show was Dawn. So I reached out to Dawn and asked Dawn to send us her direct number, direct address, so that we can mail Dawn a thank you gift for being a supporter to the show and holding us down. Like all of you in the comments, if you keep showing up every time, you are a dedicated member. I know I see Kendra more often now. Kendra's been coming to the show, although she's a busy woman. And I understand that the coronavirus situation, pandemic going on, it allows people to be more engaged. Thank you. Lakeisha's always showing up to the show. But see, I don't have to do the data. Their data, Facebook and YouTube is doing it for us as podcasters. So I just go look at the data to show me who has been that person to hold the show down. And that's what they told me. So let's see here. I'm experienced. So as you can see from Kendra's comments, Kendra said that she has experienced a man in a body shaper, and she was totally capital letters all the way across that word turned off. Kendra, why was you turned off, girl? He was keeping it tight and right for you. He wants you to just, appreciate all his loving. Although you guys can't call in right now, but you need to have this number so that you can call in when the show goes live on Friday. You can call into the show. So I want you guys to be able to see that, because I want to be able to use this feature so you guys can call in. So make sure you jot down the number, 515-602-9720. 515-602-9720 is the call-in number live to the show. Now, I think I got it again. We have to call in. We have to set this up 24 hours. So we're going to set this up for Friday's show so that you guys can call in. So I hope all of you that's in the comments right now will come back on Friday. Listen, if we're talking about skincare, men, you got skin, so you need to take care of that too. Okay, what did Kendra say? I was like, what the hell is this superhero? What the hell is this superhero costume? I wonder if men feel the same way about us. Honey, we got our hourglass on, walking across the floor. You guys get into a situation. He's loving it. You guys are going out. All of a sudden, you decide to take off your clothes. And honey, he was like, well, what happened to the 36, 24, 36? Now it's turned into 42, 39, 48. And for some men, that's okay. They like that. But anywho, Kendra's face was shocked. I get it, Kendra. But I'm telling you, it's funny that we're being a little shady that way, because I'm sure men would feel the same way. One minute you got beautiful cascade hair. or you got your face beat to the gods, and then all of a sudden it's time to get in the shower, or you got caught in the rain, and honey, your good lace front or your good wig or your good church hat turned twisted, and your whole makeup ran off like a sponge cake. Now, he probably like, well, who the hell are you? That's not who I went out with. Like, who are you? So I don't know. All right, guys, we got another 10 minutes on this show here. You understand? I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. You understand? Looking to the left and the right must mean I'm reading your comments. Therefore, the only way I can do that is look to make sure I can respond. So I am paying close attention. Secondly, as always, if you are a subscriber to the show, this is a challenge. I'm giving you guys a challenge. You have 2 days from Friday's show to invite 2 people to this platform. If all of you took the opportunity to invite 1 or 2 people to the show, we are doubling the numbers. Yep, you already know. I'm thankful and appreciative that you show up and you engage in the conversation. You understand that I'm managing everything here, so I'm looking off. I'm keeping busy, but I'm on top of this show. We will perfect the call-in feature to this show here, so don't be discouraged. Like everything is a trial and error, so don't feel like we can't get it. We'll get it. But the challenge is for all of you in the comments, and right now it says 8 people are watching. If each of you invite 1 to 2 people and tell that person when they come into the room that I was invited by whoever you are, and we will do something really cute. We're at 93 subscribers. I want to tell you guys let's get the right date. I want to make sure. By April the 11th, I would like to see that we're at least at 110 subscribers. Can we make that happen? We want to get 110 subscribers. And I know all of you know somebody. Now, let's not be lip service and say, I'm going to tell somebody. Don't tell somebody you know ain't going to do it. Tell somebody that's going to support you in your request. Because if they're supporting you, they're going to end up supporting the show. So let's ask those real people that's going to show up and show out for us. All right, guys, I want to also share with you that on Friday, on April the 3rd, we will be having Kim Baker. She is the creator and founder of Glamazon's Cosmetics. She's going to be on the show. She's also a former model of the former Wilhelmina model. Also, she represented the Plus models back when she was modeling, and we want to have a conversation with Miss Baker about her cosmetics, how we can get our hands on it. Listen, her story is not just about cosmetics. We're going to talk about her arrest when she was 19 years old and how she almost spent many years incarcerated. Now, this woman is currently traveling the globe, doing makeup from Good Morning America to celebrities. I mean, she's doing great things. So she's agreed to come on the show, have a online conversation with us, live streaming. Cross your fingers, pray to the God that, not gods with an S, the God himself, that everything works out when we live stream her into the show. Also, pray to the gods that he allows the call-in feature to work. Oh, yeah. 24 hours, gotta set it up. The calling feature to work, and we should have an interesting conversation on Friday. All of you are challenged. 2 things. Challenged to have 2 people call in, 2 people to subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram at Voice Gathering Live. Voice_gathering_live. Scott, come on over to Voice Gathering and follow us on that platform. Follow us on Twitter, Voice Gathering. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, and we're also on Facebook. That's a lot, right? But it's going to pay off. Just stay the course. Stay committed. Stay committed. All right, guys. So I thank you so much for being here with me today, having a conversation about everything and all things. Remember that this is a platform where everyone is accepted, and that acceptance is being you. Inclusion is having a voice, and belonging is sharing your voice here on this platform. So, as always, I thank you for being a subscriber and a follower of this platform, and I hope that you will come back on Friday. We have a special, I don't want, we have a special guest because all my guests are special. Saturday, there's going to be a show Saturday that will be live, and it is going to be um, designer Adrian Acela. I'm saying his name wrong, honey. It's a Spanish name, Alicea. I think I said that right. He is also, oh my goodness, his designs are breathless. 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 So we're doing a little segment this weekend. Friday, we're going to have cosmetic and skincare. Kim Baker on. We're going to be talking with Adrian from the House of Adrian. Oh, Eric subscribed. Okay. Wow. Thank you. I can't wait to hear this gentleman share his voice. It's going to be very interesting. Welcome to the show, Mister. I'll leave you nameless because I want you to be able to, come under your name. Anyway, thank you for that notification. You know who. So Adrian, the House of Adrian, I am Adrian, will be on the show at 2 o'clock on Saturday here on the Voice Gathering Live podcast show. We're going to be talking to him about fashions, his designs, how he got into the business, and his clientele. He's worked with everybody from, he's know people such as Naomi Campbell, Iman, Deborah Cox, and so many names. He's agreed to come onto the show and just have a conversation with us. And for Kim Baker and Adrian, there is no question off limit. They given the free range to ask any question. So I hope you guys will tune into these shows coming up. It is my goal to give you more fulfilling content here. So just stay the course. Don't be discouraged. The people are showing up. If we got 8 people in the building, that's good. If you ask 2 people to come and join and be subscribers, oh, thank you to that one subscriber just now, guys. We got another subscriber. So we should be up to 94. This is freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope I don't miss anyone's comment after I leave the show, because sometimes it comes a little bit later, but I'm always grateful to you guys being here with me. So until Friday, stay safe, be good to one another, and remember, nobody can do what you do. So just be you. Bye.